Where's your devotion? Where's your devotion? Hi Libra, welcome to Maddie Tarot. I'm Maddie, and today we're going to be doing a general reading for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. Keep in mind this is a general reading, so it may not resonate for everybody from front to back. Just take what resonates and leave the rest. You may need to swap roles throughout the reading. I am just reading energy and doing my best to decipher a story based on the messages. So I could be talking about you, your person, another individual or party at any time throughout the reading. Swap roles as necessary, but do not overextend or stretch yourself to make it fit. If it's not your story, it's not your story, okay? And check your other placements because your messages could be there. I just want to say thank you so much if you are following this channel or just supporting it in any way. Please like and subscribe if you get something out of these messages. And, we're switching things up. We're trying out new things, doing things a little differently. And so this is the new layout we're going to try. But so, bear with me as I figure this out, but I really appreciate you all coming along for the journey. So, Libra, what does Libra need to know? I've already cleansed the space, cleansed the decks, pre-shuffled, and meditated on the collective conscious of Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. Okay, so what does Libra need to know? What does Libra need to know? Libra. Alrighty, so let's get a card for you, Libra. Libra, you got the Four of Pentacles. Okay, card for Libra's person. Eight, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Eight of Pentacles. All right, past energy. Past energy. Past energy, Nine of Wands. Present energy. Present energy. Six of Cups. Alrighty. Intuition for Libra. Libra's intuition. Intuition for Libra, the Hanged Man. And challenge for Libra. What's Libra's challenge? The Moon. Okay. Advice. Libra's advice. The Seven of Cups. Person on Libra's mind, what are they thinking, how are they feeling, and what's their next move? The Two of Cups. All right. Bias and caution for Libra. Four of Swords. And guidance. Libra's guidance. Strength. Alrighty. And at the bottom of the deck, you've got the Empress. Alrighty. Let's pull a crystal card for Libra. Tiger's Eye. So, Tiger's Eye. Place this powerful stone on the third eye during meditation. The high vibrations from the earth and the sun enhances psychic abilities. This has been carried as a protective amulet for centuries. It brings courage and energizes the spirit and balances the chakras. All right, so Libra, it looks like you're trying to gain a sense of balance, a sense of clarity. Maybe you're seeing things a little differently, gaining new perspective at this time, needing to release something, see something for what it really is. You know, I was just saying this to Virgo, but it seems like that's the very apparent and clear message for every sign. Time and time again in these readings, this message has been coming out. So I just think that's very interesting. Everyone's purging something right now, and you know, it's like everyone's awakening to something. Okay, so let's clarify here. So on your end, your energy, you've got the Four of Pentacles. This is, you know, you're turning the focus in on yourself. So instead of thinking like, what's going on with this person, I'm getting here that you definitely have had some lessons, and you're missing this person. I think the person on your mind is someone you're missing, and it's, you know, you guys may be talking here and there, but really there's an inconsistent energy going on here. And so you're pulling back and keeping more to yourself at this time. So the Four of Pentacles is kind of, you know, selfish and hoarding, but not in like you're hoarding, I guess hoarding resources, you know, keeping to yourself, hoarding your things. Like you're not being so giving at this time, and that's okay. You know, sometimes we all need to do that. This is clarified by death. Okay, so let's clarify these real quick, and I'll go through them. The Eight of Pentacles on your person's end, clarified by strength. And then you've got the Nine of Wands in the past energy up here, clarified by the Four of Emotions. And then the Six of Cups, clarified by the Chariot. Okay, so you're keeping to yourself at this time, not really giving much, just really going inward, keeping your resources to yourself, keeping your thoughts to yourself. Maybe you're having a bit of communication with somebody, but it's because you're going through this transformation. So you're going through a transformation period at this time. Like I was saying, you know, pretty much everybody is. And that's just causing you to kind of gather inventory of what you got going for you, and what is needing to go, what is no longer serving you, and holding tight to the things that are. You've got the Eight of Pentacles here on your person's end. So your person is, maybe you're looking at this person as some sort of like lesson, or you've gained some sort of skill set to move forward in your life in regard to this. You've gained something from this connection, but you know, it was through pain. There's only gain through pain, honestly. The only way we learn is through pain. And this has given you a lot of strength. This person is also kind of trying to tap into their strength, their courage, their bravery in regard to some sort of lesson here. This was a learning experience for the two of you. And I don't see that it's fully closed out yet. Here in the past energy, you've got the Nine of Wands. So there was a lot of pain, and you kept wanting to move forward with this, but at the same time, you had this apathetic discontentment. It was just you were not, your needs weren't being met. You were largely unsatisfied. However, you had built an attachment with this person, and you cared about them, so you wanted to continue on even though it was painful, and really just couldn't find much to be grateful for, which is unfortunate, which is sad. But when you would really try, I'm getting here, when you would really try, you were able to find things, but they weren't enough to displace the upset that you had. It's giving that this person, Six of Cups in the present energy, you might have nostalgia about them, which is why you are kind of talking to them if you guys are in contact. If not, though, you're really thinking about them heavily at this time. They're thinking about you as well. The Chariot here is like, this is a hard road to go down. It's a hard way forward. But you know, this This was for the best, and this is I mean, you got to find a way to turn this into a win for you. And that's the way you do that is you extract the lesson, apply it, and do better. I'm not saying that you didn't do enough for this person or that you weren't enough or whatever. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying, like, when we get hurt, we learn something, and there's usually something we have to extract from that and take the lesson, and then we apply it to our life, and we use that information to go out and do better, get better for ourselves, receive better, apply ourselves better. We just become better people when we are able to find the gratitude and the lesson and apply it. So it's giving that's what's happening here, and that is the way that you turn your pain into power here. But so let's go here to your intuition. So we've got the Hanged Man here. In your intuition, your intuition's telling you to let go of something, to look at something in a different way, so you're able to let go of it. This is needing a release. This is you're feeling a bit antsy and stuck at this time, and you just kind of want to. You're like, I don't want to feel this anymore. I don't want to think about this person. But you can't seem to let them go completely. And so, let's see why. The Fool. You're possibly really afraid of taking that leap of faith for real. Sometimes we keep ourselves in these patterns because we're actually afraid of being alone, or we're afraid of going out on our own and taking that leap of faith. We're afraid of actually being vulnerable with another person that we don't know. When it's comfortable to choose the painful pattern. And this is largely subconscious, so we don't even know what's going on sometimes. It's like you'll make up all these excuses. We all do it. And it's to stay in our comfort zone. Really, it's just fear running us. So that's the reason you need to release something so you're able to take this leap of faith. What do you need to release is here, your challenge, the Moon. There's some sort of illusion at play. You're not seeing something correctly. In the dark of the night, the shadows and the moon from the moon and the nighttime, it creates these shadows in ways that may not be what we think they are. So, things that go bump in the night, it looks all different in the daytime. The same alleyway in the nighttime, it's like in the daytime, it's like, oh, that's actually not as scary as I thought it was. So what you need to do is really bring the light of consciousness here, this release, this faith, bring it to the darkness here, the moon, and shine the light and see that it's not as scary as you thought. And once you go inward, so the hermit goes inward and holds the lantern. And so once you shine that light and just focus on you and what's inside, you will come to find that it's not as scary as you thought. You can have this whole energy of disillusionment where the illusion fades away and you lift the veil and the insecurity is identified. And then your advice is to make a decision. The Seven of Cups here also talks about. Yes?
You like this shirt?
Open the door, please.
You like this shirt? Oh, you do.
What? I don't really wear stuff like that. But thank you. So your advice here, sorry about that. So your advice here is the Seven of Cups. So you need to, this talks about daydreams. And you've got the Knight of Pentacles here. So you need to, like I was just saying here, lift the veil. There's something, your advice here is to stop the daydreams, stop the, look at the here and now. And put the work and dedication into, and the commitment into the here and now and creating something that you want. Manifestation is not just sitting around and doing nothing. You have to put the effort in. And so what I'm getting here is that the daydreams without doing anything, nothing's ever going to happen that way. You need to go out and apply yourself. You need to apply yourself to the things that if you want something, you're never going to manifest it without taking the steps toward it. The manifestation part, the mental part is half the process. and then you need to go and apply yourself, you know? So that's what I'm getting here is like the commitment and dedication, hard work to the your dreams, and then also like making the choice to do so. The person on your mind, what they're thinking, how they're feeling, and their next move is the Two of Cups here, clarified by the Ace of Inspiration. It looks like they're going to try and respark something. Okay, let's start here though. Needing release, letting something go, looking at it in a different way. This leap of faith, trusting yourself, embracing the unknown, the mystery. That is what your intuition is telling you to do. In order to do that, you must conquer this challenge of the moon. There's something within you, some way of thinking, the way you're looking at the situation that is an illusion that maybe I'm getting here that you are really getting down on yourself. And what you need to realize is that people are not trying to hurt us majority of the time. It is a messy situation when two people get their feelings involved with each other because it can turn into a messy situation when two people get their feelings involved with each other because we are so individualistic and everybody is uniquely difficult at the end of the day. So, take it like this. Majority of relationships don't work out. Majority of relationships don't work out. It's actually pretty rare for you to find a partner that will stay the rest of your life if that's what you're looking for. And what we need to do is, it's not that you can't get that, it's not that you can't desire that. If that's what you want, that's what you want. That's what I want. But understand that it takes a lot to get there sometimes, and you need to understand that relationships are milestones and stepping stones for growth and improvement, and it is something like you have to practice, and it makes perfect, and you'll never be perfect because perfect's not real. But you do need to look at yourself. Stop looking at others. Look at yourself. It's not about finding the right person, it's about becoming the right person. Would you want to date yourself? And you need to look at the inside. What insecurities do you have? What are you telling you? What's the story you tell yourself? And shine that light within. And the Hermit also I love because the light is right around the individual, right? And so what it's saying is that it's okay that the rest is dark and I don't know what else is out there. It's okay that I'm not sure, and I'm going to take this leap of faith. I'm going to focus on me. I'm going to focus on the light around me and what pertains to me. Right here, Four of Pentacles. So that is that's your challenge at this time. Your advice is to drop the daydreams and really get practical. You want something. You want happiness. You need to, first of all, make the choices that will facilitate bringing your mental in alignment with your physical. So if you want your world and your relationships to be coinciding with what your thoughts are, then you need to make sure your actions match and your behaviors match. So example, if I, am serious about finding a relationship or talking to a person, then I would not be wasting somebody's time if I wasn't really that interested in them. I would just let them know up front, or maybe you would only date one person at a time because you don't want to be distracted, or become, sometimes when we're overwhelmed, we become emotionally unavailable and we shut down. So what I'm saying is that if you want, align your intentions with your actions, align your emotional intentions with your actions. And this takes hard work and dedication and commitment to oneself. And it's a slow moving energy, but you are going there. You are definitely on the way. Your person on your mind right now, whether this is an old connection or somebody new you're talking to, or maybe you are just thinking about love in general, but whatever association to love you have on your mind at this time, um, it's real. It was real. So if it's a past person, it was real. Don't tell yourself it was fake. Don't tell yourself that it was. Don't tell yourself that it was a waste. It was real. And that's beautiful. And people only love within their capacity that they're able to. We make decisions based on what we know and all the information we have at the time. And most people are trying to do the best they can do. Most people don't want to hurt people. Most people just want to, go about their life and interact with people and not hurt them. And it's like, we need to understand that people do things, their behavior is about them. It's not about us. People's behavior is 100% about themselves. And so what I'm getting here though is that whoever you have on your mind, they are thinking of igniting something with you, igniting some sort of passionate beginning with you. Possibly even, the knock knock, whatever. I don't know what to call it. Clapping cheeks, maybe. So I don't know if you got a suitor or somebody in your line of sight, but they want to you. So your bias here, the Four of Swords. You have some sort of bias around closing yourself off. So Libra, you get into relationships or you get into these connections or you meet people and you're like, okay, this is nice. I really like this. And then 2 seconds later, you're like, all right, this is too much. I got to go. And so when you get really connected with somebody and it ends the way this did, your last connection, or it has some sort of rift in it, the way your last connection did, that really affects you. And you are in a state of mind right now where you're just like, I just need to shut down and regain my peace and recuperate. And, Four Swords is like rest. And I feel like my advice here is don't get stuck there. Don't get stuck there. Don't turn this pain into a wall. Don't turn this pain into a protective wall. I'm sorry, a defensive wall, because those are not protecting you. Boundaries protect you, walls shut you in. So your bias here is surrounding your idea of keeping to yourself, resting, recuperating, peace. It's like, don't turn bitter. Don't let the world turn you bitter. Be the light you want to see in the world. And if you need to rest to recharge that light, that's fine. But Two of Pentacles here, I'm getting black and white thinking with this. Two of Pentacles means like juggling something. It means that a choice needs to be made. It could mean that it could mean that you are trying to entertain two opposing things. Maybe balancing work and love life, work life, home life, work life. Maybe balancing dating between different people. But I'm getting here that's not the case because you're resting. Four of Swords. But what I'm getting here though is black and white thinking, because this is in your bias section, and it's in regard to Two of Pentacles in regard to making a choice. And so it's like you're either all out or you're all in. And that is where that anxiety comes from, that way of thinking. You can't you're like, if I'm not gonna, you're like, I'm not gonna date. You're not, I'm sorry, you're not the type to just be like, oh, I'm just gonna date around and see, and da, 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 da. Because when you finally meet somebody that you like, you go all in. And then you pull all out because you're like, oh, this is overwhelming. And then if something bad happens, you shut all the way down. So it's like, that's really black and white thinking. And that's what I'm getting here is your caution and bias. In your guidance, you've got strength. Go inward, tame this beast within, and really call upon your inner knowing, your inner bravery, your strength, courage, all that. You got the moon here at the bottom. Okay. So yeah, your bias is in regard to the choices you make about either resting or not, and what that means, and black and white thinking in that regard. Your guidance is to find courage, bravery, strength in order to be able to give and receive in the way that you want. You want a reciprocal relationship. You want a 100-100 partnership with somebody else. You want to be able to have equal give and take, where you correspond and where you state your needs and they are corresponded to, and this person states their needs and they are corresponded to, and you both know how to meet your own needs, and you both also know how to meet each other's needs, and you allow each other to do that, and that builds a great relationship. That is in your guidance here, is to tackle your insecurities in order to find that strength, in order to be able to show up in that manner. You've got the Empress here and the Moon. So I'm getting here is the way you love, the way you give love, and you nurture and you care. It's very from a place of insecurity, and you've got things that you're not seeing that you might be projecting onto the relationship, or showing up in a manner that is not authentic due to the walls you've built. And so, again, back to the tiger's eye here. Opening the third eye and, really look at that. It brings courage and energizes the spirit and balances the chakras. We were just talking about the courage. So, you got to have courage to face your fears. Fear is just false evidence appearing real. False evidence appearing real. Fear. Okay, so, look at that. New beginning. These are inner guidance messages for you, Libra. Lovers, new beginning in love. You're going to approach love in a whole new way once you're out of this hermit mode energy and through this transformation of this death transformation. Self-love, especially. That's what time it is right now for you. Let's see. Be supportive. Make sure you're supporting yourself. If your inner critic starts coming in and saying this, that, and the other, tell it to shut the hell up. Be like, you're a liar. You are a liar. Don't tell me I am not good enough anymore. Don't tell me I am hard to love anymore. Don't tell me that I am not appreciated anymore, because look at that. I am appreciated. So shut that inner critic down and replace it with your, self-love and self-care talk. Okay? Have compassion for yourself. Give yourself a break. Did you do your best? Well, wonderful. And if you didn't, well, that's okay too, because everyone can't always perform their best. And you need to just forgive yourself and understand that if you're aware of it, then okay, wonderful. So what's the problem? Just do better next time. Yeah. Like I said, everyone's going through a period of transformation, and it looks like you're getting to a place where you're becoming a lot more comfortable with your shadow. So that's lovely. Libra, that is all I have for you today, and I hope it helped. Thank you.
Feel like we've reached a crossroads. Ooh, don't you hate them ultimatums? But we need a revelation to save us. Stuck in the moment, it seems. The more I think, the more I don't know. I'm looking for a sign. Where's your devotion?